Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
For me again, you can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't for me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, me say we eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, them money, waste and bust a man to statue. Say me like a cashew, but they got in a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. On the head, the man above end up, him a got a bed. Too much eat in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. My singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me,
300% raise.
it burn me,
Garbage pile up the day.
it burn me,
Give the teacher them
it
raise.
burn me,
I see corruption
it
face.
burn me,
Mash down the people them house.
it burn me,
Every day appear arms out.
it burn me,
Appear money them a thief.
it burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't for me again, you can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't for me again.
For me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The 100 promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in our fever. Member bowl only and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start and thief when them sell.
It burn me,
Or they treat the market man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat the cat man.
it burn me,
Or they treat the peanut man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat the dirt man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat the soul man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat policeman.
it burn me,
How them a treat soldier man.
it burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't for me again, you can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't.
Stevie Dim Day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep. And some informer friend we lovely. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona thief. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV. Check it.
Good morning, and welcome to Global TV at a Glance program. Thank you for joining us this morning. Sorry about last night, all right? One overslept, okay? Sorry about the missing show last night. But good morning to everyone. How are you all doing this morning? It's literally a batty rider and belly-skin day in England today. I mean, March has been treating us so well. It's becoming worrying if something is set up down the line. The weather is too brilliant in the United Kingdom this March. Really is too brilliant. I mean, shorts and t-shirt weather on the 20th of March. That is not something we really are used to. But certainly, we will enjoy the early escape from hibernation. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, dear subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us. You must have watched Mr. Golden last night. I'm sure most of you has watched. A story has been put to bed, but I do know that the story will take a different twist that we will look at as we go along. But we're calling on the Jamaica Labour Party to do likewise as well, given that the passporterism and the birtherism was raised by the Jamaica Labour Party. We are aware that Mr. Golden was born in Jamaica. We're aware that Matthew SAMUDA was born in London. Goose and gander. If it's not good for Mr. Golden to hold on to his British citizenship by descent, then Matthew SAMUDA ought to give up his British citizenship by birth. Good for the goose, good for the gander. Matthew SAMUDA party at any time after a general election can nominate Matthew to become the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party. Therefore, Matthew SAMUDA ought to renounce his British citizenship and ought to make it clear to us by proof, as Mr. Golden did, that he has renounced his born in London citizenship. Now, on the issue of Mr. Golden passport, me never ever say good morning. Let me do me good morning them to everybody. Sorry, I lost my manners. Good morning, everyone. Marcia Thomas, good morning. Sharon Bernard, Beaton Teach, Hugh Robatham, good morning. Good morning, everyone. And welcome. Who else is here? Good morning. Jerry Sadler, good morning. Sophia Hall, Marcia Este, good morning. Sandra Ellis, good morning. Daphne Jackson, Lurleen Casanova, Ladybug, Keith Matthews, Marcia Gale, Raymond G, Vincent Dinnan, Christopher, good morning. Paulette McKennis, Althea, Opal Watson. Good morning, everyone. Let me see who is on the tick. Colleen, morning. Denise, how are you? Kay, Debian, Rosemary, is that Stitching? Gaza Baby, Devon, Delroy, Patrick, Denden, God bless, Pauline, Robert, Junior, Cassie, Ronald, Pamela, Rancliffe, Miss G. Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome. Sorry, I have lost my manners. George, good morning. Violet Watson. Now, if you've been watching Global TV since this whole birtherism, Renice Nicholson, Mark Golden citizenship and all that, you know that I'm in opposition to Mark Golden giving up his citizenship for the reason that it is not an issue, but a political tantrum from the government. Mark Golding's British citizenship, whether he was born in London or he was born in Jamaica, as per our constitution, does not matter. Our constitution does not cater to a Jamaica passport, as our Prime Minister would make one to believe. It caters to Commonwealth citizenship. Commonwealth citizenship, not Jamaica citizenship. So the Prime Minister using his mouth to alter the constitution is nothing that nobody at all should listen to. Thereby, I don't think Mr. Golding should have given up his citizenship. I take the same view on Matthew SAMUDA as well, because it does not violate the Constitution. But if the Jamaica Labour Party forced Mr. Golding to give up his, then the same thing should happen within their camp as well, where Matthew SAMUDA renounced his British citizenship. If Babs Grange still hold her Canadian citizenship, they ought to renounce them and hold on to a Jamaican citizenship only. But given that the Jamaica Labour Party is a party in opposition, I can tell you that Mark Golding, presenting last night his renunciation certificate from the British Home Office, is just simply not enough for the Jamaica Labour Party. We know the behavior. So the birtherism is going to stretch a bit further, and I don't think Mr. Golding should play into it any longer, because it's literally a cock and bull story. Maureen, morning, welcome. It's literally a cock and bull story to help the government in its weak, shoddy self to have a moral argument to hold on to. So I don't think Mr. Golding should play into this game any longer. But I'm sure the birtherism will step up. Now the demand will be Mark Golding must show his birth certificate. I don't think Mr. Golding should play the game any longer. It is irrelevant, Raja Wagwan. It is irrelevant whether Mr. Golding have a Jamaica citizenship or a British citizenship. The Constitution of Jamaica caters to Commonwealth citizenship. So given that Andrew Holness created this problem, then Matthew SAMUDA, Babs Grange and others will just have to fall on Andrew Holness's sword. Because Andrew Holness bring up this thing because him want to dodge the constitutional argument. And Dr. Nadine Spence, you don't know what happened to that woman in your back. She's just a roboty, so you don't know what her aim is. You don't know if Dr. Nadine Spence wants a seat in the Senate. But Dr. Nadine Spence said the things that Mark Golding criticized about the Constitutional Reform Committee are untrue. But Dr. Nadine Spence and Andrew Holness them has not to date. Andrea Joan Hamilton, how you do? Andrew Holness have been a Sarkodie. Dr. Nadine Spence and a lot of them have not spoken to date to the issue why Mr. Golding refused to cooperate. You heard Mr. Golding said last night, for over a year there haven't been any Vale Royal talk between him and the Prime Minister. Now, in this whole constitutional review breakdown malarkey, you would have expected a lot of Vale Royal negotiation to take place. The Prime Minister doesn't see it that way. It's a bulletin for the Prime Minister. Agree with me or everything crash. And it's how Andrew Holness is running the show. But this evening, I know many of you won't agree with me, but may I take this decision? We're broadcasting Andrew Holness's budget presentation this evening. It will be a historic presentation because it will be the Prime Minister's final budget presentation as Prime Minister. It will be Andrew Holness's final budget presentation as Prime Minister. Therefore, I want to take part in the history this evening. I want to have a record of the Prime Minister's final budget presentation as Prime Minister for Jamaica. We sure that is it for the Prime Minister. What's good morning and welcome. I don't know what Dr. Nadine Spence is working for, but them not tackling the issues that Mount Golden raised, the Maroon community, the diaspora, the final court, and other issues. They are not talking about that issues. But every time Nadine Spence coming like Cliff Hughes these days, Dr. Nadine Spence coming like a shady new Cliff Hughes, because everything she has to run out and give Mark Golden a good walloping. Give Mark Golden a good walloping, then always find it possible to cover up for the Prime Minister. But Favour, and next week Tuesday, Favour nonsense again. More of the nonsense minister, because Favour have a lot to respond to from Mark Golden and Julian. Both Favour and Andrew Holness have a lot to respond to. We can almost be certain that we know the foolishness them what the Prime Minister come with this evening. We not feel like candle for no say a foolish whole scale this evening. Optics and lies wholesale this evening. Using taxpayers' money to hail himself as that great hero this evening. We know what will be coming, Prime Minister. We can sit down right as on right where I got talk this evening. Bunch of nonsense, Prime Minister. A plethora of lies, Prime Minister. So we know what your budget is going to be. 100 add water project, spark, share, reach, care, pivot, speed. What the rest of it? Lord God, Andrew Holness. Why you give with acronym wholesale? Lift, speed, share, care. Lord Jesus. The history book, Andrew Holness, you will go down as the acronym government. Apart from the corruption, Prime Minister, you will go down as the acronym government. Because this Prime Minister thinks, as long as he creates an acronym, it tells us that he's doing something like the new social housing project. Brand new. And your idea. But how different it is from anything that was going on except for the Prime Minister, using it to swindle off money into his pocket and to steal poor people's land. There's nothing new to it, Prime Minister, than your little type of stealing to pack away things for yourself. Are you and Juliet run the country, you know? From money to authority, are you and Juliet run the show? But it won't be long. Trust me. It won't be long, because Mark Golden has continued to step out of his shell, Andrew Holness. We're going to play for you a bit of Mark Golden's appearance and partner draw last night that he dealt with the renunciation and what other issue did he? Was it the corruption or Portmore? No, I think it's Portmore. But let's listen to Mark Golden, because Mark Golden blew them out of the water last night when providing this proof, because you know that this was going to be a major noise for them on the election campaign. So Mr. Golden cleverly last night shut them down in that part. We know so them are going to start asking for birth certificate. Hello, Darrell Vaz, Everett Warmington, Vegas, and Juliet Cockburn Finn. We don't care. The people of Jamaica literally don't care. So, all I want to do, tell Andrew to come with something policy this evening, because we have not, for Andrew Holness's 9th or 10th budget, we have not heard a policy spew from the Prime Minister. It's always optics and gimmicks. He has been doing it from opposition, and he maintained the optical reign of governance throughout him 2 term, because everything Andrew Holness do is about optic, is about me. That's why Mark Golden said, tell you every minute about the ribbon cutting, ribbon cutting, ribbon cutting. Nothing cannot progress in this country if the Prime Minister don't get the camera optics for cut ribbon. If we are down dead per hospital bed and the Prime Minister for donate an injection to it, the nurse can't joke with until the Prime Minister come and cut the ribbon and commission the injection. What sort of government is this, Andrew Holness? If it's not about your narcissistic feelings, if it's not about coercing your ego, Andrew Holness, because you run the country on your Facebook page, you know. You run the country on your Facebook page. But it won't be long, Andrew Holness,
to deal with that.
I spoke about it yesterday in my speech. I said that is a very damning statement. That is not a statement I've heard any leader of a country say before. The JLP don't own Jamaica. The PNP don't own Jamaica. The people of Jamaica own Jamaica. And they have a right to choose the government that they want every 4 to 5 years. That's why we have a constitution. You can't be telling the people of Jamaica that the opposition can't win an election. It is a very anti-democratic and dictatorial tone. And this is from somebody who made his senators sign pre-signed letters of undated letters of resignation so that he could ensure that if they didn't vote the way he wanted on certain issues, he could get rid of them. And that was struck down by the court. This is the same Prime Minister who appointed the Chief Justice of the country and put him on probation. So he could say, test whether or not he was comfortable with him when we have separation of powers.
On the lines of dictatorship, Macquarie.
Well, I'm saying there's a tendency that we're seeing, and those utterances were consistent with that tendency. So I had to drape him up about it yesterday.
Drape him up!
Because he has to understand that when he does these things, there are people who will speak out against it. The Jamaican people have a right to choose the government they want. and to get rid of the government they don't want. And no prime minister should tell them anything else.
Rude, disrespectful. So you say you have to drape him up and deal with him business.
Well, you know.
Holding. I know that, but I just want to spend a little bit more time because...
I know, because we're kind of gone over already.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Some of them over there saying that them need to see your passport to see whether or not you're fully Jamaican now, or according to them, they want to know if you did rescind your British visa. What is your response to like a Daryl Vaz tonight?
Daryl Vaz was a dual citizen in breach of the Constitution. You know, because he was not a Commonwealth dual citizen. He was a dual citizen outside of the Commonwealth, which is not permitted by our Constitution. The matter was taken to court, and the court ruled that that was improper, and that was when he decided to give up his U.S. citizenship. You know, my father was from the United Kingdom, and as a youth coming up, I was entitled to British citizenship by descent. I'm born in Jamaica. I was born at University Hospital. I lived my life in Jamaica. I've never worked anywhere else in Jamaica. I did some studying in the UK, and that was it. So I had the British passport. It wasn't an issue because our constitution allows it. Yeah. However, when it became an issue last year, and there was a big kerfuffle about it, I said, you know, let me check out how the people of Jamaica feel about it. Yeah. And we did our own poll. We didn't publish. We do polls all the time to assess what's going on and how people feel about things. And when I saw that there was
the reason why the people could have reacted to Mark Golden poll in that fashion is for the very reason Mark Golden is introducing civic education back in school, because we have no understanding of governance. We have no knowledge of our constitution, of our fundamental rights, or anything. It is the reason why it is important to bring back civic. Because if Jamaica people did understand our constitution, then them wouldn't follow Andrew Holness within so-so mouth, because so-so mouth can change constitution, Prime Minister. I think ultimately the leader of the country should have a Jamaica passport. The constitution does not say that on your mouth. Your so-so mouth, Prime Minister, can't change it. And Mark Golden should have never pondered to. Because if it's something one could have taken to court, one wouldn't take it to court.
You know, a good enough chunk of Jamaicans who didn't think that their leader should have a dual nationality. I said, here what? I don't want my status to be an issue. You know, I don't want my status to, for example, in any seat where we have a candidate that's a close seat, for it to be used as a thing that might make their chances not as strong as we want. So I said I would renounce it, and I have renounced it. And I paid £400 and something to renounce it. And the renunciation came through in August last year. In fact, I can show it. If you have 2 minutes, I can go get the document and hold it.
Give me a minute. Prove it to your marketing, Jamaica. Bangarang marketing, them prove it tonight, Jamaica. Him them go show on tonight, Jamaica. Ball out, producer the program nice. Ball out, ball out.
Ball out. Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
Yeah, man. Yes, Andre. So, as I said, in August it came through. So, here is the cover letter. How am I going to make you see it now? It's difficult, eh? I don't know if you can read. That's addressed to me.
Yes.
Yeah. And the date.
Home office, see it there?
Home office, yeah. And the date, you can see the date?
Yeah, the UK. Bring it up a little bit more, Mr. Golden. See there, the reference and all of those something.
Yeah.
Oh.
The date is right. The date is right here where my finger is. You can see it.
August 5th. Also, it was the day before independence.
There you go. All right. And it's captioned Renunciation of British Citizenship. You see it?
See there, backside. See there.
Yeah.
Did what the proofs the Marky G did get there.
So that's the cover letter. Yeah. That's cover letter signed by this person, whoever that's an officer of the
Leslie Davis.
Leslie Davis, UK Visas and Immigration Department 73. All right. Yeah. So that's the cover letter. And this is a certificate now.
Yes. The UK. See there? Declaration of Renunciation. See there, Jamaica. Why would the man be telling a lie?
Yeah. And it's signed over here on the back. See, same thing. So this is it. And it has a seal and everything. Where is it?
Mr. Golden, you need not to say anything more to them.
Yeah. That's it. I'm glad I got the chance to, to be honest, let me tell you, it's my personal life. I've said it, I told the media from when it happened, it was carried in the Glean and so on. I thought people would accept what I say. I'm accustomed to telling the truth. Yes. But Daryl has continued to make an issue of it for whatever reason. Yeah, and there you go. So there you have it. All right?
So you silenced the argument and done the argument now.
Done the argument. Argument done.
Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
Advise you again that there is no room for anybody else inside the national arena. Get up, turn up. I want to advise you again that there is no room for anybody else inside the national arena.
TikTok always go on like my mouth after him, because the way I wanted to respond to Darrell Vaz this morning, TikTok don't like those words, you see, TikTok. Hold on to my blood clot mouth every morning. Anyway, leave that aside. I hope TikTok can let me say this, because I'm saying it, TikTok, about a politician. To the rapist and murderer, Darrell Vaz, what next? To the rapist, Everett Warmington, what's next? TikTok, I'm speaking of politicians, those in government, TikTok, who are violating the people's rights. Allow me to say this, because this is true, TikTok. Do you understand? Allow me to speak, because Diane Smith family knows well that when I call the Minister of Government, Darrell Vaz, a rapist and a murderer, it is actually true. What next, Darrell Vaz? What next? And because of crime and because of wrongdoing, why you lose for your American citizenship, because you should have never contend as an MP being an American citizen. So, on the nepotism, on the things that can go around the Jamaica people. Your diplomatic visa, Darrell Vaz, a crime. Make you use it, make you lose it. It wasn't any fault of Mark Golden. Juliet Cockburn Finn, nobody never cast you finna win no race. You're tough enough, did fi win. Sorry, not Mr. Golden fault. Remember, Everard Warmington, everybody heard you spoke the other day in Parliament about your lodge attendant on a Tuesday. Remember, Mr. Warmington, the young man you invited from Cayman to the lodge meeting in St. Catherine, and you raped him and you paid off the family to stay quiet, Mr. Warmington. What's next? What is next? Scammer with the rooms on the beach, Darrell Vaz. What is next? Mr. Golden should not continue to play this game with any of you. Come in, no son, I go call for the birth certificate now, you know. Uno get the renunciation. So uno go call for birth certificate. No. I don't think Mr. Golden should continue to play this useless game with you all. The fact that uno don't have a talking point, the fact that uno have war amongst uno self, don't mean that anybody fi shoulder the burden. Deal with uno war internally, Jamaica Labour Party. It has taken uno down for 18 years and it will for another 18 or 18. How much me no want count bad luck or favor? A 36 or so? Me no know. But maybe so. The next time uno come out of power, uno come out of power after the general election, 36 years before uno get back there. Because if Mark Golden get the chance to implement his housing, education, health, agriculture, economic policy, you will be in the dark forever. Because one thing we have realized, the Jamaica Labour Party was bad, but Andrew take it and bury it when it comes to any little integrity that the Jamaica Labour Party was holding on to. Andrew Holness bury it because of his dictatorship, his crime, his corruption, his optics. Everything but leadership. I challenge you, Andrew Holness, for once this evening, try to be a man. Try to be a man, Prime Minister, where you can stand on your feet like the gentleman, Mr. Golden, on a Tuesday evening and present policy argument to the country. I dare you, Andrew Holness, because you haven't got the vocabulary to do so. You haven't got the policy mindset. You have always been in that JLP tribal mindset. You don't know any different. Never mind the by-doctorship where Audrey Marks help you forget from Delaware State University. Very locomotive. So Audrey get back her pay for the doctorate where him help give you. Because you did desperate for work and call yourself Dr. the Honorable Michael Andrew and all that. The using of the title doctor when you have an honorary, you do not have a PhD, Prime Minister. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, you do not have a PhD. Thereby, the doctor you should not be using so willy-nilly. Because you give people the impression, Andrew Holness, that you're a PhD or a medical doctor. It's an honorary award, Prime Minister. An honorary award, not an academic. not an academic award. So when you hear the Prime Minister run here, run there, Dr. Andrew Holness, Dr. Andrew Holness, Dr. Andrew, no, it shouldn't be. Because the so-called graduation, well, he will not call the election before graduation because he wants to graduate as Prime Minister of Jamaica. So he will not. Good morning, Bucky. I can see your intelligence. Morning, Bucky, morning. Love your intelligence, Bucky. I can assure you're a member of the Jamaica Labour Party. Your vocabulary is colorful, isn't it? Colorful like the Jamaica Labour Party. So the Prime Minister will be graduating for his Doctor of Law and Policy, which is not a PhD, it's a DLP. Doctor of Law and Policy is a DLP that comes after the Prime Minister's last name, not a PhD, which comes before the Prime Minister's first name. Andrew Holness, stop walking and fool the people. Because when the people them hear say, yeah, Dr. Andrew Holness, them think say you're educated and nothing don't go so. Stop walk and tell the lies, sir. Listen, Mark Golden with his knowledge could have gone on and do an academic doctorate. But if you notice Andrew Holness, Mark Golden is quite a easy go man. So all the whole comes and title on them something there. Mark Golden don't think him need those titles to be recognized or to actually do good. You, on the other hand, Prime Minister, you think to say it's all about title. Once you are doctor this and doctor that, we know you're not bright, sir. Please, Prime Minister, stop work and call yourself doctor. It's an honorary award, not an academic qualification. It's only in some reasons you have to use the title Dr. Andrew Holness. Not everywhere and everything. You're title driven. It's because you're title driven or you think to say. Once they hear say you're a doctor, or I wonder if a bad mind, Dr. Sophia Longmore, Dr. Tufton, Dr. Nigel Clark, Dr. this, I wonder if a bad mind. I wonder if a bad mind, the Prime Minister, bad mind, and say, boy, I'm the leader, and the whole of them are doctor, and me no doctor. This Prime Minister is full of bad mind. This Prime Minister is full of bad mind. So please, stop working and use the doctor title, sir. Stop it. It's not an academic qualification. And the one way I go graduate in a something there, in a summer, it's not a doctorate either. Even though I name a Doctor of Law and Policy, it's a DLP, Prime Minister. So stop go around and deceive the people them. Because you know, go call yourself thief in a public. So not call yourself doctor in a public. Because you're not doctor and you're a thief and you're not going to use a thief in a public. So don't use the doctor in a public. Because it's very deceptive and very bad mind. Very deceptive and bad mind, Prime Minister. But the whole way go sit down and watch your disgrace this evening, you know. Because, Prime Minister, it would only be the end of your disgrace. Because your integrity and your governance style, your lack of governance, your corruption in how you run the country that Mark Golden spoke about at the dispatch box last evening. You can't tackle them issue, yeah. Because you know, say if you talk about it, you're going to tell lie and we're going to boo you. You're busy. I go around the country, haul out police out of station in a hot sun, because this police station them is so bad, you can't go in there go talk to them. So you haul them out in a hot sun under camera, and you compel them to tell you how much the crime rate is down, Prime Minister. I don't know if nobody will watch you, but all the while you go, you draw them out in the sun, because they say, they can't come out. You can't go into the building, go talk to them, because the building derelict. So you have to draw them out in the sun. When you can support the finances of the program, you know, the link in the top on the chat, if you don't feel jiggy. You are so good. So, we know what go on this evening. You now go can tackle them the issue there when my Golden put forward when it comes to good governance and corruption. When it comes to the economy, Prime Minister, it will be a plethora of lies, because you're not going to accept that the economy has collapsed under your feet. Beat and teach, true love, wagwan, Colleen. The economy, Denise, has collapsed under your feet. You're going to come this evening and you're going to blame God, climate change, Beryl, Raphael, rain, everybody, but the dismal failure of Andrew Holness and Nigel Clark. We have been told that we'll long recover from COVID. But the lies are going to turn up this evening. And yes, them are going to tell you about the 18 years. He's going to go back to the 80. Prime Minister, adjust. Because we want to be balanced. Why we are going to watch your budget and broadcast it? Because we know there won't be any new thing in it. There won't be any shocker. Will you find another new gimmicks? Perhaps, because your gimmicks laden. For a Prime Minister to tell us that we can literally eat numbers. For a Prime Minister to tell us that we can eat numbers. Probably eat off the crime figures, while the crime figures are go down, so you know. But is it a case, Andrew Holness, that because you and Horace Strong and the evil in Kevin Face have taken over the killing in the country from the bad man them, so you can walk and talk and fool with a crime is down? It is not the first time we have seen these extrajudicial killing by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, ordered by Andrew Holness and Horace Strang, who told us, meet your judge or your maker. Come in a van back or come pan checha. I know, Mrs. So. Not my words. The Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security. Pantrecha are coming a jeep back. Why is it our police are so happy? Or is it because our police are being ordered to be trigger happy around the country?
That's great. God, I can't say nothing. But tell me if you lock the door. Frankie, come out of us. Sir, make him come out. Where me if you want? Frankie, come out of us. Jesus. Franklin! Jesus Christ! Now where I keep you might get nobody that just make a look for the world. Never take it. See, I never got Sir Franklin gun now in on. I put it on him. See, my name is Chana Johnson. Franklin Iman is my son. Right now, I not even know if it's one boy is saying a hard working boy. Then come here last week Tuesday, search him, go up on yard, check me girlfriends if you go home. Right now go pretty. Then come back Thursday, then carry him down, so them go question him. They have him about 5 days. Me have to get lawyer to take him out, because when they say I be question him nothing. Me down on the yard this morning. Me see when the jeep then come from Ridge, go up the road. By the time me run go up there, then run me back. By the time me down here, so, me hear the shot them, then kill me pitney. When nothing at all, he no do nothing. He might wake up this morning if he go work. Justice will come in at them. Right now, me not even know what if he say. What if he say nothing can't go, so justice will come in at them something, yeah. The boy now do nothing, then threaten him, say them I go kill him. And then come this morning, take down and kill him. Boy, may I tell you, me I water nah go so, that's all me know. Me I water nah go so. If you can't believe he's dead, you know. Me have to ask good if he really dead, you know. Boy, may I tell you.
Such is our country. Such is law enforcement in our country. Such is the massacre ordered by the leader of our country, the Prime Minister, the Minister of National Security, have ordered an onslaught in our country. Because our police are not given orders to apprehend people. They've been given order by the Prime Minister and by the Minister of National Security to murder people. We heard them. And I make it up. And them sister. And we see the police them go around the country busy doing it. And the owners having death squad them in a private clothes, in a uniform, in a mask, and all sort. And your oldness, why is it that you can't find nobody? We're not able to arrest nobody for the mass shooting them, Andrew Oldness. Who are doing the mass shooting? If an Andrew Oldness police them in a plain clothes and go around the country carrying out mass shooting, Jamaica people, I told you in September 2020, I wrote it on my Facebook page, that you will regret giving so much power to one leader. And my God, haven't we, Jamaica? Haven't we regretted that power that was given to Andrew Holness at the polls in 2020? Even though he tricked us, he bought his way there. I think we are realizing the danger, because he has become a dictator since then, hasn't he? He has become a dictator since. He has become more corrupt since. He has drained the public purse since COVID and just start the thieving and TikTok is, I don't know what them reporting me away. The time it thought from Andrew, it looked like TikTok and Andrew almost a friend, you know. TikTok, me don't like compromise, me speaking. I'm a rebel TikTok. I'm a realist. You, TikTok, are operating in a democracy. All right? What YouTube allow us to say, or other platforms in the West, you ought to allow us to say it. We are in a democracy. We are talking about governance. Don't hold my mouth. TikTok, you like to do it. Don't hold on to my mouth. Don't do it. Patricia Matthews, how are you? Do not do it. But Jamaica, we as a people, we need to get more serious about where we are going. We see that our government is carrying out onslaught on us. Regular. We see the dictatorship coming from Andrew Holness for the last 4 or 5 years. Jamaica people, though, rather be through religion or food and water, they have killed our spirit. Because we can't turn up for anything anymore. We just rolled over and accept the abuse from the state. That's not what people power is about. People power has always been about standing up and pushing back against tyrannical government. We have had one since 2020. I'm yet to see a national mobilization of the people to have at least one protest against this evil dictatorial government. Kind of look like TikTok want me to talk nice. And TikTok no say no some modern broadcasting go. Modern broadcasting we not talk off a script. We talk out of head and heart. So no stop one put me in a BBC. We sit down and read script for half a monitor, then people think that we're bright because we just read half a monitor. So no, this is why we not tell so much lie to the point where nobody now listen to mainstream people anymore. So make we talk TikTok. Make we talk at democracy we live in. Our man will beg America for discipline you. So make we talk, all right? Because the crime of Andrew Holness, we cannot look the other side. It is sad to see how Jamaicans at home are relaxed to the criminality coming from this government. The corruption, the wanton murder by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Jamaica people no need to wake up. Me no know if I in a water, food, or in a church, them kill with spirits. But we don't represent nothing of the slave them where we come out of. Them slave that were tripe matches stick and choke petrol the least like a chance them get when you take off the chain off of them. Them where make sure master not have it easy for control with. But it's easy for master to control us now. It is easy for Master Andrew Holness to control us now. Because say, we have no spirit anymore. We lost everything that our ancestors were fighting for. Everything of it. We hold on to nothing. We drop everything and run to materialism. And see there, them a shoot we down one in this all in our yard. And the oldest has send them come. This is not the first time we see a shooting like this. Police regularly just come into your house and kill you without apprehending you and put you in front of the courts. The government cannot fight. If the government is saying they're fighting crime, this is only going to let crime escalate. Andrew Holness, take the likes to 2,000 to 20,000 on TikTok for me, please, everyone. Thank you. And YT, I hope you will like up the stream and you can support the stream by the link pinned in the top of the chat. Hugh Richards, good morning. So, I don't know why Jamaica people just roll over so and allow this government to abuse us, and allow this government to take our country into dictatorship. Because only dictator chuck teenagers. Only dictator want to know where you talk upon your phone and who you talk to. It was Andrew Holness who tell us him chuck one teenager upon social media, find out his name and his address, and find out say a PMP pay him to vlog for them. What leader does that if you're not a dictator? If you're not pushing the country down a police state where you come draw away from under bed for the same thing where labor right compound with platform come tell we every day, you know. It's all right for labor right compound with platform come tell we say where the SYM. But when we tell the Prime Minister SYM, we get arrested. Andrew Holness had set some trend in our society which should awaken us. Remember, every government before Andrew Holness have a relationship with the Maroons, i.e., their compound Maroons. Andrew Holness is the only Prime Minister that comes along, try to divide these different Maroon communities, try to take over indigenous lands. Only Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness have been slapped down many times by the Constitutional Court, even when he was in opposition. Continue, Jamaica. If you think you're going to go further with Andrew Holness, continue, because you might just reach back on the plantation in chains. It's not that you're not on the plantation, no. But when I speak of the plantation, I'm speaking about in chains, Jamaica. If you don't get rid of Andrew Holness, that is what will happen to you all. Because we saw the direction Andrew Holness took us since the lockdown and when he tricked us and get that majority, which he should have never gotten. So, to Darrell Vaz, to Vegas, you know that one, Peter King's widow. Yes. Mrs. King, Mrs. Warmington, Mr. Vaz, Andrew Holness, Judith Cockburn Finn. What next? And let me say this. When you renounce a citizenship, it's not eternal. Mark Golden at any time can reapply for his citizenship. Because if your parents is born in the United Kingdom before 1983, your parents or grandparents, you still have the entitlement to British nationality. So, at any time, Mr. Golden can reapply. But Matthew SAMUDA must renounce his British citizenship on principle that the Jamaica Labour Party has forced Mr. Golden into renouncing his citizenship, which was never an issue as per our constitution. Mr. Golden, as he explained last night, take a political decision to do that in order for it not to affect any of his candidates at the next general election. We need the same thing from Matthew SAMUDA, because Matthew SAMUDA, after the general election, when Andrew Holness stepped down, because he will have to, I don't think he will be the Eddie Siaga who continue to lose and continue to hang on. It's not really how the Westminster democracy works. If you don't take in the votes, you must resign. So, this evening will be a historic evening, and we urge you to return 7 p.m. Jamaica time. No, stop it, idiot. It's 2 p.m. Jamaica time, 7 p.m. London time. 2 p.m. Jamaica time, 7 p.m. London time. It will be an historic evening because it will be the final budget presentation for Andrew Holness as Prime Minister of Jamaica. Of course, we know it will be a lot of nonsense. We know he will be telling a lot of lies, but I want to share into the history of said I witnessed the Prime Minister's final budget presentation as Prime Minister for Jamaica, because it really is. The writing Prime Minister is on the wall. The writing Prime Minister is all over the wall. If you walk and look at every wall now, Prime Minister, it's quite clear. The Prime Minister has given the chance. He has wasted it. The Prime Minister was given the chance, but he, over 9 years, have wasted it. We have more corruption from this Prime Minister than policies. A Prime Minister who controls the entire country. The Prime Minister, the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Minister of Housing, Minister of Water, Minister of Works, and the plethora of agency attached to that. Only in a dictatorship such would happen. And this is why Andrew Michael Holness is not good enough to take our country forward. Could he have done better? He could have. Has he got the people around us in order to assist him to do better? I really don't know. The Prime Minister Cabinet reshuffle signal incompetency across the whole 48 thieves. Because the Prime Minister chew the chewing gum. The Prime Minister take a chewing gum out time out, wet it up with little syrup, put it back in and chew again. Prime Minister, a syrup and chewing gum. And this is what the Prime Minister Cabinet represent. Syrup and chew out chewing gum. Because if you command such a massive legislative base in the House, Prime Minister. 40 odd of you. And at no time in the last 9 years, there was any meaningful cabinet reshuffle. Given the dismal performance of even Dr. Chang, the Minister of National Security, can barely stay awake. Barely know anything that's going on other than when the minister is shipping in container of AK-47s into the country. Other than that, Horace Chang barely know what is going on. But Prime Minister, we'll come this evening sing la 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 la. But where did it? Because it's the last time you will get the chance to irritate us for 3-4 hours, Prime Minister. So we're going to bite and bear it, grunt and bear it this evening. Because it will be the back of you the minute you decide to call a general election. As Mark Golding would say, call it, Andrew, call it. Because if your base Prime Minister is so disgruntled at the moment, I cannot imagine the support that you will garner across the country. Call it, Andrew Holness, call it. You could end your budget this evening, Prime Minister, by requesting the Governor General to dissolve Parliament, thereby forcing the nation into a full swing campaign for the next general election, where Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party will become once again the opposition, not for 18 years this time. Times 2 count better than Faval 36. Thank you very much for being here this morning on Trump. Why? Judgment. He's going to come to Parliament today with lack of confidence as well, you know. That is one of the things that is beating the Prime Minister hard. Whenever time you see the Prime Minister turn the optics up, you know his confidence has gone down. The optics help the Prime Minister to maintain looking like he has confidence. But you must realize that the Prime Minister don't really keep him temper for long. Just stick him the right place in him side and you have him going off on a wallerer.
Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the Parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of Parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
And we are very certain that Anne-Marie Vaz will be sent packing. She should dance her way out because that's what she is famous for. We are sure of a lot of people.
You again, that there is no room for anybody else inside the national arena. Get up, turn up. I want to advise you again that there is no room for anybody
else inside the national.
The Jamaica Labour Party and Marlon Morgan still have not addressed, Stacey and Levy, how you do? Still have not addressed this video. Still have not addressed. And it's the second time Darrell Vaz did it. He did it on the street of Portland in February of last year. Zeets, Wagwan. He did it in Portland on the streets in February of last year during the local government election campaign. And on the JLP conference stage, Darrell Vaz threatened to cut the throat of who we don't know. Darrell Vaz, it seems, getting bad man them to come shoot up people in them area to use it play politics. Who does that, Darrell Vaz? Because if it wasn't your intention, the minute that happened in your constituency, you automatically use it to play politics. Only the weak and faint heart would do such a thing.
Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
Robert Montague. I wonder if Bobby Montague this year. No, sir. Whoa. Anyway, my peeps, thank you all very much. Return back here at 2 p.m. Jamaica time, 7 p.m. UK time for the Prime Minister's final budget presentation as the worst Prime Minister of Jamaica. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning on the Global Television Group. Lovely to have your support as always. And if you want to support the program financially, you can hit the link in the top of the chat and you can donate. Thank you very much and goodbye from your At a Glance program.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.